Good morning, and thank you above all for allowing us to be able to welcome you here at this meeting that just wants something as simple but also as ambitious as to learn from and think about VET based on our knowledge and on our experience. I hope that you all find this a very enriching event. As you know, the Basque Country has a long tradition of change and of changing VET and adapting VET to the needs of companies and people, which has allowed the Basque VET model to become an international benchmark. VET is essential and a priority if our economy is going to develop, if our company is going to progress, if employment is going to improve, and if we are going to achieve welfare in our society. This is because we transform all the time our VET, and we've been able to concentrate our efforts on organization and on the economy as well. And we've got a great deal of experience in facing change, but from a stable and well-prepared position. As we all know, we are facing a series of changes that are very important, and they're long-term changes. And in this setting of accelerated change, we don't exactly know what is going to be the new framework that we're going to see in the future, in a very, very short-term future, but we do know that there are going to be profound changes, and that's going to make us rethink many of current realities today and to transform our productive models. These changes are forcing our companies to transform the way they do things. The way they do things, and what I mean by that is their organizational models and the way they want to carry on being competitive in a surrounding which is increasingly complex. This process is going to get quicker as well in the coming years. As things stand today in the Basque industrial sector, 70% of jobs require some kind of qualification which is directly related to VET. And this is a figure that in Europe will probably reach 76% by 2020. These figures just reflect how important VET is in the industrial sector today, but it also shows how important vocational education and training is in the social economic development and the future of our country. The important competitive challenges of our business fabric, together with the role that vocational training has in helping them to be successful, requires that we profoundly transform our current Basque VET model, a model which includes all different levels of vocational and educational training flexibly and efficiently. A model which is close to companies and which needs the presence of students in production centres, i.e. companies, through dual training. We're going to have to concentrate on quality and excellence. Our model has given good results, but it needs to evolve. And this process of change needs to be based on the strengths that we already have, so that we can progress towards a new system that strengthens the competitiveness of our companies, improves the employability of all our workers, and also promotes human development and social cohesion. But what's more, economic, social, and production changes that we've seen in the past means we're going to have to change the skills needs if you want to get a job. Companies want new skills, highly qualified people, adaptable people that can specialize and that can respond to the needs of global competitiveness. This means, of course, there are new skill needs, but also it means that we're going to be in a situation of continuing instability and uncertainty in the medium and in the long term. So this is a major challenge that we have ahead of us if our companies are going to be competitive and if people are going to be employable. And this is even more important at a time of high levels of unemployment such as we have today. So it's necessary to link education and vocational training policies with employment policies and also with economic development policies. In the Basque Country, vocational training has developed a system which has been able to respond with guarantees and effectively to the different needs of our productive fabric and of our society, and has become consolidated as a key system to improve the employability of people and the competitiveness of our companies. And yet, the change that we're going through at the moment and its impact in the way companies compete means that it's necessary to make VET evolve towards a new kind of consolidated brand which is going to achieve good results and which is going to allow us to face the future with some kind of guarantee that we're going to be competitive. If we look towards where the future is heading, what we're trying to do is design a different kind of VET, analysing the new possibilities of development, the new responsibilities, the new aims that are going to allow us to cover different needs and accept very rapidly changing situations, and working towards that in a flexible and effective way through ongoing innovation, a system which is also going to have to play an important role in the field of social cohesion and is going to have to encourage the participation of those people who have greatest difficulties. So we're heading to a new framework and we need to think about the competitiveness of our companies. When you look towards where the future is actually heading, what we're designing is a different kind of vocational training. We've got new responsibilities, new objectives, and we're going to have to cover different needs and accept very rapid change, working towards that flexibly through ongoing innovation. It's a system which, in addition to playing an important role in social cohesion by encouraging the participation of people with greatest difficulties. And in this change or transformation process, VET colleges need to get even greater protagonism because they are key to the whole system. It is the VET colleges that need to drive change, both internally by transferring the way they manage themselves internally and externally by changing the way in which they organise vocational training, innovation and entrepreneurial activities. What's more, this transformation of VET is going to have to also contribute towards the reduction of the unemployment levels, especially at this time, which is a very, very difficult time for youngsters. Economic recovery is going to generate jobs, but they're going to be jobs that require a different kind of qualification than the qualifications that those people that are currently unemployed have. So it's necessary to upskill people. And if we want to upskill people, our VET system is going to have to play an important role. So we need to change VET in different ways by adapting it to what's out there, by developing new learning models, by stepping up the development of skills and rapid adaptation of workers to their working surroundings, by working in VET colleges and giving those VET colleges the complex tools and equipment that they really need, by developing careers guidance systems that are efficient, and by maintaining high levels of excellence and quality in VET, and by promoting effective equality, equal opportunities for all men and women. But the future also requires us to tighten even further the collaboration between vocational education colleges and companies in applied innovation projects which are going to be increasingly complex at a technical level and which are going to require a combination of different areas of knowledge. So, applied innovation is also a priority objective for vocational education and training as a whole. Our colleges need to concentrate their innovation systems on creating new opportunities to facilitate job creation. And to do so, what we're doing is working and giving priority to our collaboration with SMEs in manufacturing new products and new production processes, also in activities in emerging sectors. To do so, we've created different strategic settings, such as spaces where there are networks between colleges and companies to progress in the development of applied innovation projects. And we're doing so preferably in those fields where there already is a strong network of knowledge. But what's more, we need to encourage the development of specialization in areas where there is no specifically detailed knowledge area, and in areas that haven't been clearly defined but that show a great deal of future potential. We need to help SMEs also access emerging sectors and advanced technology. Vocational educational and training also needs to become more international. It needs to concentrate on accompanying Basque companies overseas wherever they have to go. We need to be able to support the competitiveness of these companies by offering them the training that they need wherever their production centres may be. And to do so, in addition to having good students and teachers that are able to work in different environments, they're also going to need to know the social realities and production realities of those countries where they've set up shop. What's more, the Basque VET network needs to be open to students from other countries. We need to turn the Basque country into a destination for talented people so that they can help enrich our vocational training system. What's more, Basque VET needs to showcase Basque industrial excellence and other sectors of the countries abroad. A tool which is going to help us develop a brand for our country and which is going to make our companies more competitive and going to provide us with excellence in vocational educational and training. One of the greatest strengths of VET in the Basque country over the years has been our work with vocational training schools that work together as a network. And this is very effective. It's very generous and it's very productive because it has been able to adapt to the changing needs of our surroundings and is supported by a team of people and of teaching staff, both in the schools and at an institutional level, that are highly qualified and committed to what they do. But if we want to change VET, if we want to change innovation, entrepreneurship and internationalization within the world of VET, we're going to have to also transform our vocational training centres, who are the true change makers. And now is the time to strengthen the way we work as a network by creating a more tightly knit network of vocational educational and training centres that are integrated, that can help strengthen the creativity of new projects, can develop new activities, new innovation, and support firmly all our companies. We need to strive so that our vocational educational training centres become agile organisations that are lively, dynamic, creative, and are organised in such a way that everybody can learn, teach, and share, so that everybody has the opportunity to provide new ideas. And to do so, VET colleges need to be more independent in the way they're organised and in the way they operate. They need to react rapidly to the changes and challenges of the future. And these colleges have to be closer to university so that we can upskill people, so that we can give the people the skills that they need to work in increasingly complex sectors. But in addition to that, our colleges need to develop new advanced management models so as to encourage the development of competitive intelligence and promote the development of a culture of innovation and move towards this model of creative thinking. We're aware of the fact that VET isn't just something that seeks economic growth and jobs for everybody, because it encourages also equality and strengthens social cohesion. And all of this is necessary if we want to carry on progressing towards a more fair, just society. That's all I wanted to say. I hope that we all draw positive conclusions from this international event and that everybody profits from it. Thank you very much.